Hi guys, it's Debbie with Debbie J's Crafting Corner. Are you excited? It is time, finally, it is time to open up our crafty advent calendar from Spellbinders. This is my first one. I've never had one of these before. I've never even used an advent calendar before, but I kind of have an idea of what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to open up just one of our windows per day, and I'm going to do my best to keep on track to do that. So every day until we're done through the 24th, there will be a video or live stream up around 4 p.m. Eastern time where we're going to open this and play with something. So I'm going to go ahead and jump right in. So we're going to go with number 1 because today is the first. This is the first day. So let's go ahead. I've been holding on to this for what, a couple of months waiting. So come on, I want to see what's in it, and I don't want to make a mess. I want to keep this nice, right? Okay, so we've got a little die set in here. And it's a cute little car. So I'm going to get out my die cutting machine and go ahead and let's make a little car. So for this little car, first off, I had to make it shiny, so I picked out some of my foil cardstock that I never used, and I decided I'm going to make a little ornament. So I've got one from the correct direction. I cut the other one cutting from the back, so it's going the opposite direction. So now we're going to have both sides, so you'll be able to see both sides when you have it on the tree. And then I cut a piece of foam out of fun foam. This is from Doris, I believe, and it's not too thick. This one will plump out a little bit after it has some time, but it got squished because it was inside my die cutting machine. Anyway, I also cut out a bunch of the packages, 2 in red, 2 in pink, so I've got one on each side. Then I also cut some out of white because I don't want to do all of one. Anyway, I want a little bit of contrast there. So let's go ahead and start putting some of these guys together. I'm going to start off with the car. It's going to be super easy. I am just going to cover this thing with some liquid glue. This is my Barely Arts glue, and then add my shiny car over the top of the foam. And then of course we're going to put it under an acrylic block so that it has a chance to dry. So I don't really want this coming apart after it's on a tree, you know? Okay, so we've got that one lined up, and I'll go ahead and put it under my acrylic block while I add glue to the other, and let's make sure it stays on there straight. It's already shifting around a little bit. And I think I'm going to go ahead and start deciding on the trees, because this is going to take a minute for it to adhere to that foam. So I've got some little white packages, and then I've got some white lids, and then I've got the same in pink and purple. I'm sorry, purpley pink and red. Yeah. And I am going to put foam in between, so I've got enough for 2 packages. I figure I will stack those up on top of the car. And at some point, that's something else I need to do. I need to wait before I put this piece onto the car because I need a place to put a string, right? So I'm thinking white package with purple lid and purple strings on it. I think that would be cute. So I'm going to do one of them like that. And I can go ahead and assemble the main part of the package before I start adhering it to the foam. Kind of wanted to go both directions. So I'm going to just draw a line across the front of this. And adhere my little string down, and then I can just trim off the edge so I have enough to go the opposite direction. Okay, and then I'll put the lid on top. And then we can trim off the rest of our string off the bottom. And now we have a little package, but I do want to add that bow. So let's go ahead and do that. And there we have one little present. I'm gonna go ahead and do the other white and I don't know if that's pink or purple. It's kind of in between, but I'm gonna do another one like this, and then I'm gonna might do another one that's in the red, basically doing the same thing. So on both sides, we've got a white package with a different colored top and ribbon. So we'll go ahead and do those, and then I can start putting them onto some foam. Okay, so I looked at what it looks like with just one package, and I think that is adorable. I'm going to leave it with just the pink, purple, whatever. I've got some baker's twine. This is just some twine that I got from Dollar Tree a while back, and then I've got this purple. It's a darker purple, but I think I'm going to go with this one because it also has that gold in there. Just cut off a piece of that. And let's go ahead and tie the end. We're going to see how this does. This might actually be a little bit thick to use as a hanger, but I'm going to go for it, I think. Okay, so what I want to try to do is have it hanging like this, and I think I'm going to have it behind my package, but I need to find a way to attach the two. Okay, using that little lid didn't work, so I'm going to instead use a larger piece of cardstock that I just cut off of a scrap. I'm going to put it onto the back of the foam for my little package here. Does this tell you guys that I don't really make a lot of ornaments? I would know more about what to do and what not to do if I did this more. Anyway, I'm attaching that to the back there, and let's see, how much do I need to cut off a little bit from the bottom just for my little car, because I don't really want this to show in the windows, right? So I think that's going to be close enough. There we go. And now I'm going to put this back underneath the block to dry. Okay, so the cord is going to be too thick for me to, the knot rather is going to be too thick for me to add here. So I'm going to go ahead and glue it on. And I'm going to have to make sure I use plenty of glue for all the things, because I do not want this thing to come apart, you know? So we're going to put that there. And then I'm going to put my little present on top. Okay, and I think for this one, I'm going to use a binder clip. I've got these little ones with a kind of a soft end that I got from the Dollar Tree a while back, so it should hold pretty nicely without damaging anything. And I need this to really smush in there to get all of that, to basically get everything to adhere well. So I'm pressing that down because I want to hold, not only do I want the packages to be adhered to each other and to the foam, but I want that cord to stay in place too. So that's going to be kind of like a little vise holding everything together. You see that? Okay. And now I'm going to glue this guy down on top of the car and on top of that little piece of white cardstock there. I have to say, one of the things I am liking about my Barely Arts glue is being able to take off the precision tip when I need to. Sometimes I need more, more glue than just will come out of that little nozzle. Okay, let's take a look. It's holding. I wouldn't recommend pulling hard, and what I probably should have done, and I'm probably going to have to find another way to do it, is I should have put additional paper on this side too. So I may have to pull some of it apart to do that. In the meantime though, this is almost done. I think it's super cute. I did go ahead and start putting together some of the wheels. I just did the hubcaps out of that same pink, purple, shiny cardstock, and the wheels out of some black. And now I'm just going to put them in place. So I did 4 of the wheels because I've got on both sides. I wanted to show on both sides. And I probably need to put a little bit of foam in between. I do have these extra small pieces that were the tops of my presents, and those are ones that I didn't use. So I think I'm going to cut those down and put a little sliver right behind the wheel there so that we've got a little bit more stability there behind the wheels. And I only need a small, tiny piece. Yeah, that should be enough, I think. I think this is adorable. I will need to clean up a little bit of the glue that is kind of dulling a little bit the shine of this cardstock. But all I need for that is just a little bit of water. That'll clean it up nicely. And I think this turned out super cute. So I do need, like I said, I do need to clean a little bit more of those up. You guys will see a completed project once I get the cleaning up done and adding a little bit more stability behind this one. So I do have to disassemble and reassemble. But yeah, that is our finished project. Super cute. I'm going to have to put that on my tree. You guys have a wonderful day. Come back tomorrow, 4 p.m. Eastern, to see day 2 of my Advent calendar series. Bye, guys.